Edo 2024 Guba election. Edo said APC is confident of winning the governorship election in the state, attributing it to the PDP seeming disarray. Edo State chapter of the All Progressive Congress, APC has expressed absolute confidence in its chances of winning the 2024 governorship election in the state, attributing it to the seeming disarray among the ranks of the ruling People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the state. The APC also said, beside the crisis rocking the PDP, its candidate, Igor Dallo, is detached from the people of the state, a factor the party APC said gives its own candidate, Senator Monday Okpebolo, whom it described as a grassroots politician, the upper hand at the polls. Speaking to newsmen at the State House, Abuja, on Friday, leader of the APC in Edo State, Senator Adams Oshomole, and the Minister of Niger Delta Development, Abubakar Momo, cited various reasons why the November 2024 election in the state is up for their party to grab. Oshomole, who was the first to speak, said the party was at the villa to see President Bola Tinubu with the candidate of the APC and his running mate, Honorable Dennis Idahosa, to give an update of the party's campaign activities. He denies the insinuation that the crisis has emanated from the invalidation of the PDP governorship primary was orchestrated by the APC, pointing out that it was an internal crisis of the ruling party, which had nothing to do with the APC. Reacting to the allegations, the PDP primary election crisis was orchestrated by the APC. Oshomola said, "I think you should dismiss that because this is PDP versus PDP, and you know that by the law, another party cannot go into intra-party conflict in court. So if it is convenient for them to explain that, you can dismiss it without asking me." The fact that there has been division in Edo before their primary, the fact that they had this division in Edo before their primaries and after the primaries is an open secret, and the issues in dispute are also very open. The PDP legacy group complained that the man they gave their master bedroom has completely chased them out of the building, and now they're under the rain as we speak. They are still trying to settle. Those who couldn't find accommodation, we picked them one by one, and don't forget that those in the Osadebe Avenue were my own creation in the sense that I supported Obaseki to become governor. And so I have people who still affection for me. Other people won't forget in a hurry what I did when I was governor. And those of them who didn't quite readily appreciate now compared the past with the present. So if they have dispute or disagreement which they couldn't settle and they chose to settle it in the courts and the courts nullify the process, I mean, you read the judgment, so it's not me. How can anybody say, if you know Dan Obi, the leader of the Legacy Group, he was my fierce critic when I was in government? So what power do I have? How can we, non-state group, have power to influence a seasoned politician to move against themselves? So this is purely PDP intra-party, and I think the lesson is very clear. Namely, that parties must be encouraged to obey the laws that regulate the conduct of primaries, and the rules are meant to be obeyed. If you formulate your constitution, it is the base of a contrast between party members. Now, the Electoral Act is meant to ensure that everybody played the game within the rules, so we have nothing to do with it. He said, on why the visit and how the parties stand for the upcoming election, Oshomole said, we went with the candidate and the running mate to give the president, he is the leader of the party, to give him an update on the campaigns going on, what we are doing, and the fact that we are investing more and more people every day they campaign. I am surprised that rather than speculating about who will face what, you are not a witness to the fact that the entire PDP in Ego a month ago, all the words they come to APC. Just last week in my local government, the remaining remnants of the PDP they come to APC across Edo Central. The same thing. Where have you had the APC people they campaign to? People are jumping out because the umbrella is leaking and this is rainy season, Oshomole said. On his part, the Minister of Niger Delta Development, Momo, also spoke of the feud advantage of the APC over the PDP and the Labour Party's candidate, Olumide Akpata, saying his party's candidate already had a North and Central Senatorial District locked down, adding that the South Senatorial District would be the only battleground where the three parties will share votes. According to him, well, that is not correct. The reason being that we have been in politics for the state long before now. First, let nobody make mistake by using the election of 2023 to judge what is going to happen as far as the vote of Eredo and other local government in Benin City will be. First, to answer your question, yes, Edo North is a no-go area because my leader, myself, and a host of others, including Dan Obi today, who is coming from the Legacy Group, we are from Edo North. Anytime, any day, maximally we can deliver Edo North. Edo Central, there is no doubt that our candidate, Senator Monday Okpebolo, will sweep Edo Central because he's a homeboy. He's a senator, elected as a senator for the very first time since 1999. This is the very first person who has won one of the election outside the PDP cycle. So such people, you should know that he's loved by the people. And anytime, any day, they will vote for him because he will speak to them in their dialect. But the other man cannot do that. The other man would tell you, I cannot be a stranger in the government house in Osadebi Avenue. Let me better vote for the person who can always say, hara, and the person will respond. Then on the issue of Edo South, we have been doing the election, the margin of water will be small. So if you want to go into real analysis today, the deputy of APCs from Edo South already has 2 local government, a member of the House of Representatives, Dennis Idahosa. So he's a member of the House of Representatives, 2 terms. Any day, anytime, he will always win the 2 local government. And he has fought and defeated very powerful people in that local government. Are you now going to say that now that he has been made a running mate that he will not deliver those 2 local governments? We already have whatever local government. We will already have the other local government in our pockets. Then if you want real analysis or real more local government, that is where you have Dr. Pius Odubo, the deputy to our leader, and that is where you have Pastor Ize Yamo. We have a host number of politicians who, of course, anytime any day they will deliver that local government. The only area that is going to be battlefield for the 3 political parties. Don't forget that the Labour Party candidate is from that area too, so it is not entirely for the PDP. While the Labour man will be dragging to get some votes with Oredo and Ikpobauka, the APC will also be dragging some votes from there because we have a running mate and so also PDP. So that place is going to be a battlefield, and by the grace of God, APC is still going to win. And if you don't win, vote for the local government with what we have gotten in Edo North, Edo Central, and what we are going to get in local government. In fact, don't make the mistake that we are not going to win. So as far as we are concerned, whether court judgment or no court judgment, we are very hopeful and optimistic that 21st September this year, Obaseski will be preparing to leave the government house. Well, what do we have here? Interesting. It looks like PDP, they have everything planned out and it's going to work for them. Edo people making a no agree for anybody. Now be this year stanza, making a no agree for bad leaders. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. So thank you for tuning in to listen until I come your way next time.